Greetings, Light Family. Wow, I'm so excited. And this summertime has brought so many changes and things that are impacting us on such a spiritual level. Our mission is so important at this time. I feel such gratitude to connect with you now. And there are many tools and things that we can tap into, power and wisdom that are part of us that we can now use to help fulfill our mission. So there's very great excitement about all of the changes that are happening now. And I know all of our light family, you're feeling all of this very strong light codes and frequency coming in. This is the call of your soul. And there are many tools that you can use to help you on your mission. So many of these tools are coming in the form of light codes that we can get through working with our star families and our ancestral families and our team of spiritual support. But also, we're getting it from the mineral kingdom and the crystals that have always been a part of us because we are not separate from the crystal and mineral kingdom, and we can use them for great transformation and change. So many of the crystal and mineral kingdom and the spirits and angels and archangels, ascended masters, are assisting us, but it has been brought to awareness of prophecy stone that has come to the forefront that many of you may remember. This energy is very familiar. It's an energy of ascension. It's an energy of regalness and being your highest self, merging with your highest self, and then also earth. Yeah, so I'd like to introduce to you the availability of this beautiful spirit and energy of prophecy stone to assist you with your ascension.
デボラさんに今日は、このクラスで使うプロフェシーストーンについていろいろお聞きしていますけども、質問を続けていきたいと思います。このプロフェシーストーン、日本語では、プロフェシーストーンと言ったり、エジプトの星、と言ったり、予言の石というふうにも言われますけども、この石の名前についてちょっとお聞きしたいと思います。
As we will talk about a little bit further, the stone has been very well recorded in ancient history as a very powerful spiritual stone that many times was only able to be received by royalty. So the pharaohs of Egypt or those that were in very, very high stature or in spiritual ceremonies of very, very high significance. So it wasn't a stone, it was a common stone. You wouldn't have found it available to anyone that was outside of these, particular circles or communities. But when they did find this stone, and they found it, in very remote parts of the desert, in the Sahara, in regions surrounding that, it was very rare. And the individuals that could feel the energy of this stone knew the power and the energy of it. And so it became named Prophecy Stone, or the other names that we have for it, due to its qualities and what they found after it just happened. We were talking about the high vibration of Prophecy Stone and how it was only for the royal or the privileged or the very highly spiritual people to be able to have access to this stone. And at that time, then we lost connection.
次の、質問なんですけども、いろんな石が、地球上にはあるわけなんですけども、その中から今なぜプロフェシーストーンを取り上げようというふうに思われたんでしょうか。
Yeah, so throughout my spiritual journey, my team that I work with for all of my channeling and then also my own personal development will bring me time to time to very special crystals that I really need to put my attention to, not only for me, but also for everyone else. Everybody else is very in need of this energy. It's a tool that we can all use at this time that we're having in our own ascension journey. And it's one that's very, very important. So it came to me through my connection with my guides and my team and was so powerful. And this experience is that it can be this way for everyone, for all of those that are on this ascension journey. This is a really important piece for us at this time. Not that it's always not a beautiful stone, but now it's very important also.
それでは、このプロフェシーストーンの鉱物的な特徴 少し教えていただけるでしょうか。
Yeah, very interesting that this crystal becomes available to us right now. We're all undergoing such rapid transformation in our DNA. We're really having rapid transformations inside of our DNA from our carbon base to our crystalline form. And that's exactly what Prophecy Stone has done. So, Prophecy Stone has undergone a complete transformation. And even science doesn't realize, exactly how this happens, but it does. It completely transforms itself from one state of being to another, which is what we're doing. So, by working with Prophecy Stone, you're really anchoring in the ability of this transformation of your own inner self and your higher self to really become and to fully realize the complete transformation that you're already undergoing. So many of you are having, transitions or pain or things that are happening, within you. This stone really eases it. So I'll speak to the exact, it starts out as pyrite, and marcasite, and then it ends up mainly as a hematite, which is very, very grounding, and limonite at the end of its transformational purpose. But the interesting part is if you look inside the structure of a prophecy stone, they still can't figure out how that happened, how it happened inside of that stone, that it was one and then it became the other. So it's almost caterpillar to butterfly, but it's even more complex than that, and so much more spiritually significant, I believe. If you're working with this stone, they can help to awaken that in you.
そう、そしてこの石をデボラさん自身が、使われていて、チャネリングの時とか、サーキックリーディングの時に使われていると思うんですけども、この石を持ってそうしたワークですね、をされているとどういう体感があるでしょうか？
So that's a really great question. Um, Prophecy Stone, the it is hematite, so it's very grounding. And hematite will work to ground all of your energy inside of yourself. So it does the same with me. Whenever we're doing psychic work, we need to be very strongly grounded, or the information that we're getting is not going to be of the highest level. So Prophecy Stone does that very beautifully. It takes all of the grounding energy and it works harmoniously, almost as if it becomes a part of my body inside of me to ground any of the spiritual energy or information that's coming in. And so that's very, very important. Also, secondarily, because it's such a high transformational stone and has gone through these higher dimensional states of being, it holds these multidimensional realms available for us when we channel, and they can be tapped into when we are firmly grounded properly, which the stone also does beautifully. But then it can tap into the Akashic record. So for past life reading things and anything that's within the any histories, any histories of people, plants, things, obviously with their you need to have permission to access that Akashic record. But the prophecy stone has the ability to assist you in doing that so beautifully that you can access all of these realms of time, right? Which prophecy stone is really helping you to move into the future timelines. But prophecy stone is not it's not cemented into one thing. It is very strongly aligned with the Akashic record, so you can use it to work with the Akashic record. And so when I am working with prophecy stone, it helps to ground me, and it helps to align me with the timeline that I am looking for. So if I am looking for a future timeline, then that's what it'll help me to look for. And if I'm looking for another timeline, and it works well for past life trauma, especially very deep past life trauma, which I know most of us are healing right now. So in that essence, it just opens up these multidimensional gates because prophecy stone exists there because it's been through the transformational process, and prophecy stone exists on these higher dimensions. It's a higher dimensional stone.
では次の質問ですけども、このプロフェシーストーンと、デボラさんが出会った時のことを少し お聞きしたいんですけども、どういうふうにして出会われたんでしょうか？
Similar, my guides will generally tell me that this is something that I should be looking for. So it's not something um, that I just happen upon, by accident. So when I received it, it's very interesting because my first encounter with Prophecy Stone, I could feel the stone before I held it. So I could feel the energy of it before I actually was able to connect with it in this way. And when I actually had the stone, I was expecting some very big experience. And actually, it was very grounding, very, very, very grounding to me and felt like, it moved, into my body and was really grounding me and rooting me into the earth. And that's a very pleasurable experience for me. Um, I have much star energy. And so this was wonderful to have that very deep grounding that was happening. And then you can feel the prophecy stone working, I could feel it working within my energy system. Many times when I'm working with crystals, sometimes it's a very physical experience, meaning that the crystal and I are communicating in a way that's not going to be received, through images or through words or through other ways, but that the communication is definitely being encoded deep inside of my being. So that's what I felt. The transmission was very deep and physical, and that speaks to the stone because the stone is hematite and it's deeply, deeply grounding into the earth and the ancient earth. So the super psychic experience is not something that is to be received right away because all of that information and the information of prophecy and then also all of that really deep connection is actually coming through this deep connection with the earth, which we've all lost. So prophecy stone, more importantly, will reestablish that connection with you. And then it may take a bit, maybe a day. Many people, sometimes you could spontaneously have an experience of psychic feeling, but the stone itself is really becoming you and really just rerouting you back into the galactic core, which is Mother Earth itself. That's really where everything is born. So that is prophecy. That's future, that's past, that's everything is in that core. And so you're being rerouted back into that essence. So that was my experience. My experience, the first one, and I understood what it was. I wasn't looking for some profound, you know, wow, show me like what's going to happen, with the earth at this time. I understood the process of what the stone was doing. The stone and she was reconnecting me and us with the all so that then the connection could be strong enough to receive the visions of prophecy and what is to come. So the stone's very healing stone. The first part, it will definitely heal anything that you have, that is a broken connection with you and the essence of, the not only the earth, but the galactic essence, of where creation, begins. And that's why it was such a sacred stone. So anyway, that was my connection. It was very spiritual and it's very hard to put into words.
次の質問ですけども、これまでデボラさんのクラスではいろんな石を扱ってきました。タンザナイトとかフェナカイト、モンドクオーツ、いろいろサイキックの能力開発にサポートしてくれる石を取り上げてきたんですけども、今までの石との違いというふうのを教えていただけるでしょうか？
Yeah, so very good question. I believe I may have touched at it a little bit earlier in our conversation when I said that, spirit will suggest certain stones at certain times um, that are more important and that can help us with our mission. And so the difference with prophecy stone is it's a tremendous stone of transformation. So when we are in a deep state of transformation, the stone is so important. That's not something that phenacite or tanzanite or the other stones that we've worked with do Can they support us? Absolutely. Will the vibration be wonderful? Yes, but not in the way that stone does when we're in the middle of a transformation. So, because of its nature, it has a good amount of hematite in it. So the hematite is very grounding, can ground all those things that we're releasing from that transformation. But the stone itself has already been through this transformation. Whereas if you're looking at phenacite or phenakite, and then you're also looking at tanzanite or the other stones that we've reviewed, yes, they're extremely powerful crystal allies, but they do not have the properties that this particular stone has, and it's very important for certain individuals that are in deep transformation or are at a point in their spiritual journey, or their gift is that they have the gift of prophecy, or they are spiritual. Then you would use prophecy stone, you would use all of the other stones together with it. So it's not one or the other. But the prophecy stone, what makes it special is really that interdimensional capability, the ability that stone has been through transformation. It has literally undergone transformation from one thing into another, just like a butterfly. And the other stones that we have studied have not. They have not done that. And so it really supports that. It supports in grounding. And then it is, as the name suggests, it's very much a stone of future. It'll show you the highest vibrational outcome of timeline for what you're asking about, right? So if you are working with that stone, we can get into this in the class, more different techniques that you can use to work with prophecy stone, but it will show you the highest vibrational timeline. The other crystals that we've worked with that are super high vibrational, you could use with prophecy stone, but they will not do this one thing as well as prophecy stone does. They'll show you, the prophecy stone will show you the highest timeline, the highest outcome of whatever it is that you're asking about, if you use, the proper technique with it, and then you can have the answer. So many different special things. Crystal, our high crystal family, they're all allies. They work together. But this one is very, very special in the way that it works, and the way that it'll work to help the transformation that's happening with you and with your ascension, and then also awakening of your spiritual purpose.
それでは今から、デボラさんにですね、プロフェシーストーンを使った、今このチャネリングを見てくれている方へのチャネリングメッセージ、お願いしたいと思います。今聞いたところですね、これまでのメッセージもすべて、今回プロフェシーストーンが、ですね、直接このチャネリングの形で伝えてきてくれたことではあるんですけども、改めてちょっとチューニングし直して、皆さんに受け取っていただきたいと思います。
So I will I'm calling in the essence and the power and the love of prophecy stone. I'm asking to be aligned with the highest vibration of prophecy stone and the spiritual deva, the overbeing and angel of prophecy stone, to be with us and to help us to receive your powerful message here. There's a great wave of love and power that's coming through, something that cannot be denied or can be stopped. This vibration and power of love, and the frequency is so strong. This is what we've been waiting for. This is the grounding energy of ascension. The first wave of love, the first wave of the new life, the first wave of the new being. It's experienced as a vibration within all of your cells of strength, of power, of knowing, reconnecting you to all of the timelines, all of your history, all of the past. It's all here now. You are this power. You are this beingness, this love, this ascension energy, for the gift of prophecy, of future timelines that are anchored in the energies of love are so powerful at this time when you can be anchored in your own love, connected to the one source. You are connected with the rising and the birthing of what is happening on our planet, being witnessed by the universe. What a magnificent event. And the prophecy stone, this energy of prophecy, it's all within you. You have it within you to be able to see and know and feel the essence of that which is the highest future that is possible in any moment. Be centered in yourself. Receive these great gifts that are being bestowed upon you. And that which is prophecy stone, that is the version of I am, you are, you have the ability to embody now on this earth. So I'll keep the energy here, Makoto, while you
では、このプロフェシーストーン、その本質、そしてそのパワー、その愛、そことつながっていきたいと思います。そしてすべての、存在たち、工事の次元の、存在たちにつながりを求めたいと思います。デーバたち、天使たち、そして、これのプロフェシーストーンと、つながっているスピリットたちとつながりを求めたいと思います。そしてパワフルなメッセージ、私を通して受け取っていきたいと思います。今この愛の波、ウェーブですね。そしてパワー、その波、それが来ています。それは否定できるようなものではなく、それは止めることのできるようなものでもありません。そしてこの波動、そして愛の力、周波数、とても強いものです。自分たちがずっと求めていたようなものです。そしてこのエネルギー、今グラウンディングしていきます。アセンションに向けてそういったことを行っていきます。そしてこれは最初の波、ファーストウェーブですね。愛、そして新しい人生、そして新しい存在の仕方、それに関するもう最初の波、ウェーブというふうに言えます。そしてそれは波動として今経験されています。自分、そして強い力、英知、すでに知っているということですね。そうした波動です。そしてすべてのタイムラインに今つながっていくことができます。歴史のあらゆるタイムライン、現在へとつながっていく過去からのタイムラインですね。そしてあなたが今、その力というふうになっています。あなた自身がその力で、その存在なんです。そしてそれは愛です。そしてアセンションのエネルギーです。そして、プロフェシーストーン、そこを通して与えられるギフトというのは、この将来にわたるタイムライン、それを今、自分にアンカリングしていく、そうしたギフトです。自分自身の愛ですね。そことつながっていく、力強くアンカリングしていきます。そして源である一つへとつながっていく、アンカリングしていきます。そしてこの高まっていく、今地球で起きていく、生まれつつある、そことのつながりです。そしてあなたがこの宇宙の新しい目撃者となります。今大きな出来事が起ころうとしています。そしてこの予言のエネルギーというのはもう皆さんの内側にすでにある、すでに存在しています。そして将来を見ること、未来の将来のタイムラインを見ること、それを知ること、というのをあなたたちはもうすでにできるのです。そしてその本質を感じてください。この最も高次の未来、将来ですね。それを感じること、見ること、知ること、それはもういつでも可能なことなんです。そしてあなた自身を今センタリングしてください。このギフトを 受け取ることができます。そしてこの予知ですね。私自身、プロフェシーストーン、それが私自身そうであるように、あなた自身も私のあなたのバージョンなのです。そしてこの予知していくことというのは、それをこの地球で自分が実際に具現化していくというのは、それは可能なことなんです。そしてこのワークショップのご案内なんですけども、2024年8月23日の金曜日ですね、夜7時半から10時半、オンラインで行われます。詳細は概要欄にありますので、ご興味ある方はぜひご覧ください。では最後に、デボラさんから今回のワークショップのまとめと、そしてこのクラスに来てサポートしてくれる工事の存在たちの紹介をしていただきたいと思います。
Yeah, the prophecy stone class is meant for those, that are on a very strong ascension journey. So those that are involved, in any of the healing arts, anybody that's on a deep spiritual journey of their own, also those that are in the intuitive arts, that are psychic readers, or those that are doing psychic healing of any sort, or Akashic records work. This is a really important class because this stone is coming to all of us, and it's also just recently come to me as well as a really important stone, in our toolbox of high vibrational stones that we really need to move into, the with ease and grace into the higher realms of the ascension energy that are available to us. So it helps to ground that down. So I'm hoping in this class that I'll be able to share with you history, some basic characteristics, but more importantly, I'm trying to connect with the prophecy stone with you and connect it with your spiritual purpose so that you can feel the prophecy stone and how it's going to work in your life. So it's not just about reading the future. It's not just about, being able to, see those things. It's really grounding in the essence of that next level ascension energy that you need. And then from that spiritual root that you have, then you can then be able to access all of these other dimensions of this is the highest vibrational energy that can come. So in this class, that's what I really look to do. I will teach the histories of the prophecy stone. I will teach the basic uses of prophecy stone. What is the prophecy stone, and then its unique journey as a pseudomorph. We will talk about that also. But really, I'm just trying to, in this class, to anchor in the energy of prophecy stone with you. So that's my small, shortened version, if I can, of prophecy stone. And its magnificent purpose. But the class will be very highly transformational because the stone itself is a transformative stone. It's undergone a massive transformation. So look forward to seeing you in the class, and would love to be able to connect the prophecy stone with you. And then you have much of the High Council of Egypt that comes through, but Thoth is very strong. So Tahuti comes through very strong. But he also, shows himself with the prophecy stone also as Merlin. And he changes, with the prophecy stone. So those are some of the major guides. And it can be also some of the guides, from the High Council of, so they're showing me it's this is another aspect of Thoth, but it's the aspect of King Arthur and his High Council. They come through very strongly with prophecy stone also. Blessings and light to everybody, and I really hope to be able to connect with you and to further connect the energy of the prophecy stone with you. So blessings and light to all of you.
では、これを見てくれている皆さんに、祝福と光を、お送りします。そしてクラスではですね、皆さんとつながるのを楽しみにしています。そして、このプロフェシーストーンの光、エネルギー、さらにこの先、皆さんにお届けしていきたいと思います。楽しみにしております。